Jai Hind all. Today we'll be discussing with project management and entrepreneurship. This is basically the subject which is taught to BTech final year students. And the code of this particular subject is KHU80. Well, these are the contents that I am going to cover today. Initially, I'll tell you what do we understand by this term entrepreneurship. What is entrepreneurship development? Again, there are different type of myths. When you want to become an entrepreneur, there are different myths. So there are common myths to becoming an entrepreneur that I am going to discuss today. What is corporate entrepreneurship? What is the concept of intrapreneurship? How it is different from entrepreneurship? Then again, different type of entrepreneurs. What are the functions of entrepreneurs? Again, family businesses and women entrepreneurship. So let's start from the very definition of entrepreneurship. What do we understand by this particular term entrepreneur? Right? An entrepreneur is often considered as a person who sets up his own business. That means a person who is going to set up his own business or an industry is what is referred to as entrepreneur. He has initiative, drive, skills and spirit of innovation who aims at high goal. Right? That means an individual who want to start up a new business or a new type of industry. But again, that particular individual need to be very initiative. Right? The spirit of innovation need to be there. So these are again important characteristics to becoming an entrepreneur as well. Now, the entrepreneur is an individual who is going to identify the opportunities. This is again a very, very important term. The individual who is going to identify different type of opportunities according to what the requirements are, and then he or she is going to gather the necessary resources and is ultimately responsible for the performance of the organization, right? That is a person who is simply responsible for making a particular organization. I mean, the output we are getting out of that. So basically the performance of that particular organization depends on that individual too. How that individual is going to use different type of resources, that is something which plays a major role. Now, their action entrepreneurs are action oriented and again they are highly motivated individual who takes risk to achieve goals. They don't afraid of taking a particular type of risk. Right? They are very initiative, they are very innovative in nature and they are always ready to accept if there is any type of issues. If there is any type of issues due to which failure might arise, they'll be able to handle it in the proper way. So again, they are actually highly oriented people. Then they play a vital role in the economic development of a country. It is something which is simply going to enhance the economic development of a particular country as well. So that means again the economy of a particular country depends directly upon what actually the role which is played by an entrepreneurs. Then again, in French, if we talk about this particular term, entreprendre means to between or to undertake. Go between or undertake. Who's going to undertake any type of initiative, who's very much like innovative in nature and all. According to Webster Dictionary, one who is going to organize, one who is going to manage and assumes the risk of business or enterprise. Then, according to the Oxford definition or Oxford dictionary, we can say the person who undertakes an enterprise with chance of profit and loss. This is again a very, very important term. So as far as the definition of Oxford dictionary is concerned, an individual or a person who is going to undertake a particular enterprise with a chance of making a particular type of profit out of it. So he's a person who undertakes a business activity of which he has no background. So again, it is not at all a type of mandatory condition that it is something which is actually genetic in nature. It is actually genetic in nature. It is something which is going to start from an individual, right? You are the one who is going to start up a new business, or an individual or an entrepreneur is going to start up a new business, right? So he has no background and faces considerable risk in the particular type of process. When you are going to start a new business, you individual is also responsible for that, and due to any or the other reason, if there is any sort of like issues or failures, the person is or the entrepreneur is actually able to accept that. So if either of the two elements, that is no background or considerable risks are missing in the venture, then it is not an entrepreneurship, right? So these are very important terms, that an individual should not be having any sort of background. right, of establishing a particular business or a particular type of organization as well. And again, considerable risk. If these two terms are basically like missing, then we cannot say that it is an entrepreneurship. Now, again, if we talk about entrepreneurs, according to New Encyclopedia, then an individual who bears the risk of operating the business in the face of uncertainty about the future conditions. We are actually uncertain about what actually is going to happen in the future as well, right? So how will be actually, or how an individual as an entrepreneur is actually able to handle or is actually able to face any sort of uncertainty in about the future type of conditions. So entrepreneurship is what? It is a philosophy or process through which an entrepreneur is going to seek an innovation and employment. That means an individual need to be again very, very innovative in nature, and they are the one who are going to create the employment, right? They are not the seeker, they are the one who are the provider. So again, this is something based on which we can actually make a type of differentiation between the three terms, right? The entrepreneurs, entrepreneurship, and again the enterprise. So what is that? According to Richard Canchellan, as a person who pays a certain price to a product to resell it at an uncertain price, thereby making decisions about risk and using resources while consequently admitting the risk of enterprise, right? That is a definition which is given by Richard. According to Adam Smith, an individual who undertakes the formation of organization by commercial purposes by reorganizing the potential demands for goods and services and thereby act as economic agent and transform demands into supply. So they are the one who are going to work as a type of economic agents. According to Peter F. Drucker, an entrepreneur is one who always searches for changes, right? They are important. This is very important term, that they are the person who always looks who always tries to find out or do something new. And again, they don't afraid of incorporating any particular type of changes as well, right? So they actually look for different type of changes, and again, based on the requirement, they respond to those type of changes, right? So they believes in increasing the value and again, the satisfaction of the consumer as well. Thus, a professional manager who is going to mobilize the resources and allocates them to make commercial gain from an opportunity is also called as a type of entrepreneur. So they are not afraid of taking or making any particular type of change and simply making profit out of it. According to Francis, the true entrepreneur is one who is endowed with more than average capacities in the task of organizing and coordinating various other. They are the one who are going to make different type of coordination among different factors of productions as well. According to Joseph, entrepreneur is an innovator who carries out new combination, right? Innovation or new innovation, a type of new research based on new combinations, how you'll be able to initiate by the process of the development of an economic development. And that is actually possible by simply introduction of the new product, right? Introducing a particular type of new product in the market, the new resources or the raw material of, and how we are going to establish a new type of organizer. So these are one who is actually going to focus, he actually focuses on like the main characteristics of being an innovator. Now the process of development is deliberate and continuous phenomena which is actively prompted by the services, a change agent who is simply going to provide the economic leadership. Now to sum up, we can say that entrepreneurship may be defined as a systematic innovation, right? The way, or we can say the set of activities which are basically performed, and again they are supposed to be performed in a systematic way, which simply consists of purposeful and organized searches for any particular type of change, which we are simply calling it a type of new innovation. And a systematic analysis of different type of opportunities, trying to find different type of opportunities from the issue, which simply is, that such change might offer for the economic and the social transformation as well. Now the important topic is that why there is a charm of becoming an entrepreneur. As a youngsters, as a new graduates and all, they're very much interested in becoming an entrepreneur. So what is actually the charm of becoming an entrepreneur? First is opportunity to create own destiny. That is the most important factor, right? Second is to make a type of opportunity to make any sort of references. Opportunity to reach one full potential. If you are capable enough, you will definitely become, and you want to show your potential to the organization, to the society as well. Then opportunity to reap impressive type of profits, right? Opportunity to contribute to the society. As an entrepreneur, how you are actually going to contribute to your society. It is something which is directly related with the economic development of the country as well. So how you are going to contribute to the society. Opportunity to do what one enjoys, right? Because you are the one who is the host, so there is no need that you have to depend on some higher level persons for which you actually have to work. So you have the full opportunity as an entrepreneur. You can do what you want. Then again, there are different pros and cons. As a pros, the very first important point is that you are the boss, right? There's nobody who's going to govern you. You are on the top position as an entrepreneur. You are the boss. All profit, whatever is there in an individual organization, that profit is basically yours because you are the boss. You are not working under anybody, and you need not have to make sure that whatever are the money that you are actually getting out of it is going something else. Then again, there will be a great variety in the roles and tasks. You are playing different sort of roles, so there will be a great variety in the roles and tasks as well. As an important points, it is something which is simply going to increase the self-confidence as well. As an entrepreneur, of course, your self-confidence need to be high. Then works can be very satisfying. As you are doing anything, you are actually going to manage the things. So the satisfaction again plays a very, very important role, right? Success will definitely give you to something based on which you will definitely be getting a type of satisfaction as well, right? If you are going to succeed, you will definitely be getting a type of satisfaction as well. So success will definitely going to give you the immense satisfaction as well. Now, if you look at this cons part, you are alone, right? You are at the top, you are at the boss, but again, you are alone. All decisions, whether it is favorable or non-favorable or okay or not okay, it is yours. You are responsible for it. That is again the point which comes under your con section. Then again, all losses are yours, right? If there is profit, you are responsible for that profit. If there is loss, you are responsible for that loss, right? So again, lack of success will affect self-esteem also, right? If due to any or the other reason you are not able to succeed, so a type of dissatisfaction of course will be there. So this is something which can actually lead to a type of self-esteem issue too. Now, exiting the business is difficult. It is not as easy to become an entrepreneur as it seems to be. Like there are so many other factors which are basically indulged in it. So existing a new business setup is not an easy job. Then again, pressures will affect social and family life too, right? There are different type of scenarios due to which you might feel that you are under pressure, and that type of pressure is going to create a type of issue in your social life, in your family life as well. Now, let's come to another important term which is called as an enterprise. What we understand by this term enterprise, right? Now, entrepreneur is a person who starts an enterprise, right? The person who is innovative, the person who is able to take different type of risk, he is a person who is going to start an enterprise. Now, the process of creation is called as an entrepreneurship. What is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship is basically the set of activities or the particular process which the individual entrepreneur is basically using to create a type of enterprise. Now, the entrepreneur is the actor, and you can say entrepreneurship is basically the act. And what is basically the outcome? The outcome of the actor and the act is what is called as an enterprise, right? We can actually expect the proper type of business or the product at the end if and only if the complete process, the systematic process, or the person working behind that is perfect. Right, we cannot actually expect the proper type of enterprise or the proper type of product at the end until and unless the way of establishing is systematic or it is perfect in nature. Then again, an enterprise is the business organization which is formed and provides goods and services and simply going to create different type of jobs as well. Again, there are different type of characteristics of entrepreneurs. What are those characteristics? First is vision. as an entrepreneur, you should have the proper vision in front of you. The vision should be very much clear. The mission should be very much clear. The goal, what you want to achieve, should be very much clear. They have a dream and visualizes the way and means to achieve dream. In doing so, he visualizes the demand of the market, right? What is the demand in the market? What actually the customers are looking for, right? Based on that, you are going to provide the type of supply. What is the socio-economic environment and what is the technological environment? Then again, as an entrepreneur, it is important that an individual need to be should be knowledgeable. An entrepreneur has first knowledge about all technicalities of the business in which he or she is actually involved in, right? And again, of the type of business in terms of technology, in terms of different operations which are performed, in terms of finance, in terms of market dynamic condition, anyway. Third is the desire to succeed. They always have a very great desire to succeed. That is one of the most important characteristics as an entrepreneur. They have a strong desire to succeed. Their dreams are not just limited to achieving a single goal, but constantly working to achieve the higher goal, right? As an entrepreneur will definitely not be having a single goal to achieve. They'll always focus towards something new, right? And their aim is basically to achieve the higher level of goals as well. As far as independence is concerned, an entrepreneur needs independence in works and decision making, right? This is again a very important factor, that they are the one who are going to make decision independently. They don't follow the rule of thumb, but they are the one who are simply going to make their own rules and their own destiny as well. Optimistic, they are highly optimistic about achieving what their goal is, what their vision is, what their aim is. They are one who are going to create or add the value. They don't follow conventional rule. They have constant desire to introduce something new, because they are the one who are actually innovative in nature. They create, innovate, or even add values to the products, those products which are already there, those products which are already existing products. Then again, leadership. An entrepreneur exhibits the qualities of leader. As a good leader, it is must, or as an entrepreneur, it is must that an individual need to be a very good leader, because you are the one who is going to govern it. And again, there will be a number of people who are directly associated with you. So you should be able to communicate your whatever you want to say to an individual, and you'll be able to manage the things in the proper way, right? So they should have this very skill of communication, good decision makers, take initiatives to implement plans. And again, they're the one who are result oriented. They basically focuses on the result. Hardworking, of course, as an entrepreneur, they are very, very hardworking. They are workaholics. Work is actually worship for them. They put continuous efforts to achieve the success and know that there is no substitute for the hard work. So they are actually not afraid of doing the work. They are workaholics, and there is no fixed duration for which an individual entrepreneur is supposed to work. They can work long hours as well. Then again, risk-taking capability of an entrepreneur again is very high. They are inherent and inseparable element of entrepreneurship. They assume uncertainty of future, and due to any or the other reason, if there is any issue, they have the ability to handle any type of risk. Then there are further another characteristics as well. Mental ability, the objective as an entrepreneur, they already have a very clear type of objective as well. Business accuracy, HR ability, communication ability again plays a very important role, as I told you just now. Then again, they should have the proper knowledge, technical knowledge. They are again very much oriented and achievement oriented. Ethicals, motivator, again they are very much self-confident as well. Long-term involvement is basically required. High energy level as an entrepreneur is basically required. They actually solve the problem. So they are the problem solver or the creator of the problem. They are the good initiator, and they are the one who is going to set a particular set of the goal which they are going to set actually. Now, what is actually the main difference between the term entrepreneur and entrepreneurship? As I told you, they are the words that are actually used or referred interchangeably with entrepreneurship, but conceptually they are different. So what is actually the difference? Both the terms are correlated. As you can see, entrepreneur is a person who bears the risk, unites various factors of production, and carries out creative type of innovation. That means an individual who always is ready to take any type of innovation or doing the things in the new way, based on which a new production will be done, and they are not afraid of taking any particular type of risk as well. On the contrary, entrepreneurship is basically the set of activities which the entrepreneur is actually going to perform, right? Those proper set of activities which an individual entrepreneur is performing is what is called as entrepreneurship. So with the help of his different opportunities, like according to your market condition, according to the requirements in the market, be able to find out different type of opportunities as well. Now again, this is a table which will make the difference more clear. Person is basically an entrepreneur. Process of doing or incorporating is basically entrepreneurship. Similarly, organizer is entrepreneur and organization is entrepreneurship. Innovator, corresponding to which we can say is the innovation. Risk bearer is the entrepreneur and risk bearing is the entrepreneurship. Motivator, and entrepreneur can be a motivator, but the motivation factor is entrepreneurship. Similarly, creator, visualizer, leader, imitator, and based on which creation, vision, leadership, and imitation. That means the process of incorporating it. Thank you so much.